a soldier in World War One, so you know he was very proud to be German. He'd risen through the ranks as a captain, and he met Hitler in 1919. So they were good mates. And he still had him killed. So that shows what Hitler thought about.
Still had him killed.
About everybody. If you cross me, you're gonna die. And Hitler thought Rome was going to set up a second revolution, which he didn't want.
Rome wanted a second revolution.
No, Hitler didn't want that. So he had to get him eliminated, which he did.
Successful.
And there's his body. If you go on page 28, you can see a dead Rome.
A dead Rome. Sorry, Bob. We're going to have to go over those. I'm sorry. Sorry, viewers, but
avert your gaze, viewers.
it's not been very well.
There you go. There you go, viewers.
I'm not finished. Please don't stop my account.
Can I continue?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Compromise and concessions to powerful institutions. The army. We'll start with the army. Hitler's constitutional position in the weeks following his appointment by President Hindenburg was far from secure. Wasn't secure at all.
Nope.
He clearly understood that even after he had gained dictatorial powers, the army was one of the just follow me as I read.
Okay.
It was one of the institutions which could remove him from his office. So they were a threat even to Hitler.
The army, yeah, because they were the only people left who could remove him. And he thought, right, well, I'll keep them close and get rid of the SA.
He did.
And he did that. Big business.
Gonna read this.
Not really, but yeah, go on. 20th February, Hitler met a group of leading industrialists to ask for financial support for the Nazi election campaign and secured donations of 3 million Reichsmarks. Big business will benefit from a government that was anti-communist, but as with the army, the anti-capitalist rhetoric of the SA and the more radical Nazi leaders worried the businessmen. Hitler, for his part, needed strong businesses to help him achieve his aims of reviving the economy and rearmament. The price of business support for the Nazis, therefore, was that Hitler had to stop Nazi attacks on large capitalist enterprises. That's basically it.
He was a liar because he made out that the party was for the little workers, didn't he, when he came in, and he's getting it off with big business.
How much more have we got to do? A lot.
Bear with.
Might have to split this into two.
No, there's not a lot actually, because a lot of this is rubbish. So we'll just show legal powers. The decree of protection of people in the state, was signed by Hindenburg the night after the Reichstag fire, and this decree suspended important civil and political rights that had been guaranteed under the Weimar Republic. So this was where it was beginning for him to get more power.
Basically, he could arrest people and detain them without charge. So you could just arrest communists for no reason and
didn't like him getting arrested, basically. The Enabling Act, which real name is
the law for removing the distress of the people on the Reich, because people were distressed.
Say that backwards. Don't try.
No, I don't think I want to be honest.
This was passed on the 24th of March.
Reich v and people that of distress that removing for law that.
Yes. Very good.
Felt like I had to after I said that.
It was more rhetorical, but you know, if you feel good about yourself for it, that's fine. He had 4-year control for 4 years, but it ended up being his entire regime, basically. And he did what he wanted. He could do what he wanted, and he did it.
He did, because he was
Hitler.
Because he was Hitler, and yeah.
Once again, YOLO, I think, was a policy that was very important to him.
YOLO. YOLO! I don't think they knew what YOLO meant, to be honest.
I bet he did. Did you do that propaganda?
Yes, let's do. He'd written in Mein Kampf, his book, about the crucial role that propaganda will play in the people's community that he aimed to create. Joseph Goebbels was the propaganda chief. But ask about what?
Like using the resources and legal authority of the regime to extend their control. So basically, everything that people saw, posters, newspapers, films, were all Nazified and blamed.
It's got the press here. Socialist and communist newspapers were closed. The Nazis begun to buy up more newspapers. By the end of the year, there were 27 daily newspapers.
Edited. Everything was edited,
Yep.
so they made sure it was.
News agencies which supplied the press with information were all merged into a state-controlled organisation. Goebbels introduced a daily briefing for journalists at which he gave instructions on what they could do, what they could and could not print. An editor's law of October 1933, gave the responsibility for a newspaper's content to its editors alone. Editors had to follow the instructions of the propaganda ministry, or they personally would have to take the consequences.
So they were in a bit of a bad position, weren't they?
Yep.
Unemployment.
Unemployment.
When Hitler came to power, it was 6 million people. And by December 1934, which was nearly 2 years later, was it? About that.
Yeah.
It was only about 2.5 million, which isn't that high at all. Gone down quite a lot. But what was wrong with these statistics?
Communists, Jews,
Women
women,
weren't counted in
gypsies,
the unemployment.
socialists. No, they weren't.
So it could have been a lot higher.
It probably was a lot higher.
It will have been a lot higher actually.
Yeah.
Invisible unemployment.
Invisible workers, as the term in the book defines it somewhere that I do not know where.
Have a look for that and tell us if you find it.
Because we're not going to find it, because we can't be bothered.
That's it actually.
Yes.
I think.
Well, yeah, that pretty much is.
So go to page 38 and you will have a 12 and a 24 marker. And we have a challenge for you.
Yes, we do.
Year 12? Year 12 history. We propose that if you can write a 12 and a 24 marker from this page, the one that we feel, or we'll personally look through this ourselves, what we're doing,
Of course we will.
the one we feel that is the best, will receive a chocolate bar, a drink, and a bag of sweets of your choice. So, there's a lot in it for you. So
that is quite a lot. I would write. I would spend the time.
I get writing now.
Yeah, just start now. Just go now. Get a pen and paper. Write it down. Let us mark it so you can get lots of food. I know Sal's going to be interested in it.
Sal will be. He'll restart it. He'll finish.
The sources for that question are on page 37, so you can
have a look for that.
Yes, it gives you some tips as well, so it's not like
it's not going to be hard.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
I'll tell you what, and it's got revision as well.
Yes,
people who
revision
learn
is the main thing.
So thank you for watching.
Yes.
Next week will be a very good episode.
It will. First guest.
Shall not reveal that yet.
Shall not reveal that.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be mental.
So tune in for that. It's
follow us at TTSS
_2013
_2013
hashtag TTS.
Yes, TTSS. Remember.
Yes.
Forget the F. Our YouTube is TTSS.
It's nice.
No, it
it's
is.
Tiffin Stokes.
Oh yeah, of course. Tiffin Stokes. That is our YouTube.
Have a look.
Type that in. Tiffin Talks, TTSS, consolidation of power. Nazis, and you'll get us. So,
what we're doing next week, we are doing
Chapter 3, the aims and methods of Nazi propaganda. So,
it's gonna be rocking.
It is. Right. Goodbye.
Get rising.